Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Geoff Fagien. I'm a filmmaker and director of photography based in South Florida. And in today's live video, we are going to talk about the subject of the week, the RED Komodo balancing on the Weebill-S. So I'm just going to cut straight to the chase, make this a short video because today is actually going to be more about capturing footage. But I wanted to talk about using the setup because the Weebill-S is an interesting gimbal. I got it originally to use with my pocket camera, and obviously, using it with that camera, it's had its trade-offs. You had to use a lot of counterweights, and when you did, you got mixed results. In order to use that camera, you had to basically use really small lenses. So enter the RED Komodo, and originally I thought you're going to have to use really small lenses on this, and TLDR, you can't use a Sigma 18-35 or really any substantial heavy lens with this gimbal setup. But as you see, I've actually been able to use the Tokina 11-16, and as you see, the gimbal is balanced. It is very balanced. If you're new to gimbals, basically you have to be able to move the camera in any direction and it not move at all in order to be balanced. So let's turn this puppy on. Now, although this thing is balanced, one of the first things I noticed, and you're going to see right here, is the clearance. The clearance between the batteries and the motor itself, it touches right here. And that is obviously an issue. For right now, for today's purposes, to test it, unfortunately, I'm actually going to end up testing it like this. Is it follow mode? Yeah. Well, it's the beauty of doing these live. But basically, for today's test, it's just going to be a light test to see how this works. And once you put it in this mode, and since I have this dual grip right here, I can use the gimbal and the batteries aren't as much of an issue. However, what I have coming in the next few days is the smaller battery set, the BP N955, I believe. And those are about half the size of these. These are the larger batteries, and they will potentially not hit the motor. So I won't have to kind of do this kind of off balance, movements right here. But for today's purposes, I'll be able to test the camera, see what kind of footage I get with it. Again, it is perfectly balanced, so I am stoked about that. And again, with the Wi-Fi, I can actually use my phone to see what's on the camera instead of having to kind of look up here and see what's on the top handle. So just wanted to kind of put this camera down. Wanted to put it out there that you can use the Weebill-S not only with the RED Komodo, as I posted on Instagram last night, but you can use it with some very gimbal-friendly lenses. I put a post on Instagram, and I used the Nifty 50 from Canon only because I knew right away that would balance, even with heavy batteries, small batteries. The setup was small enough to balance. I've seen some people have put the Canon 24mm Pancake on the camera and used single-handed gimbals, and it does work. I think the key is using the Weebill because the payload capacity on the Weebill isn't as high as something like a Ronin S. And so when I want a small, compact travel setup, the fact that I can use the Weebill-S and use it with the RED Komodo, now the roll axis is on. Fun times. The fact that I can use the Weebill-S with the Komodo and a Tokina 11-16, which is pretty much my gimbal lens. It's what I use on the gimbal all the time. It's nice, it's wide, it's versatile. It's definitely been my favorite combo so far as using it with cameras like the pocket camera, using it with the GH5, and hopefully using it with the RED Komodo, should yield some amazing results. So stay tuned for the footage. I'm going to be doing some footage today with the camera. Most of my big test shooting has actually been moved to Friday, and I'll have different skin tones. I'll have some action sports shots, some car shots. Friday is going to be a pretty big day of testing, so hopefully I can have those shots for you over the weekend. But today I wanted to make it a gimbal test day. So as soon as I'm done with my meetings today around 3 o'clock, I'm going to go to the beach, going to go to some areas where I can get some really cool gimbal stuff and kind of put this thing through its paces, test a bunch of the different frame rates, not only test the modes in RED code or the R3D files, but I also want to test how things look full sensor in ProRes using 4K 60. So again, stay tuned, guys. We'll have more on the RED Komodo coming late, not only later this week, but over the next few weeks, next few months, as things slowly start to re-enter production. You know, I'm really stoked about that. And, you know, I can bring some of that content to you guys, whatever I'm allowed to. So I'm really stoked on that. Again, I wanted to keep this nice, short, let you guys know about the good news about the Weebill-S, because a lot of people really like that gimbal. If you guys have any questions and you weren't here for the live video, please feel free to put them in the comments and I'll get to them. If you have any requests on testing certain types of things with the Weebill-S and the RED Komodo, again, put them in the comments. Let me know. If you get to me quick enough, I can actually put them in the next produced video I put out on the channel. So again, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. If you like what you saw, please hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell. Until next time, my name is Geoff Fagien. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.